Alright, welcome to the Targeting Individual program video. Just got back from Aberdeen. Very heavily targeted coming back, which I will show. So starting off here. This is just after I left the youth hostel. One hand there. I've got better footage of that guy. The guy is just here. No, he's just staring at his phone. He's just here. He just stood there staring at his phone. I wasn't wrong. He just stood there staring at his phone.
I guess you're gonna follow me.
He just stood there for ages, and then he walked off and he came back.
You see him just stood there staring at his phone.
Just here, you see him move.
Try and get him that picture.
I think I use my other camera, but I'll just use the voice recordings. So let's go hunting. So this guy I was talking about is here, just crouched staring at his phone or something like that. Strange behaviour. See, just get back. Okay, just before that. So he's just sat there looking at his phone, crouched down now, and he had walked off, I believe, and came back. So I just thought I'd get some footage of him. See him. So there he is. You can just see him. He's got sunglasses on. He's just staring at his phone, you know. Just pert blue, just staring at his phone. I think I said something when I got it even. These are what, as RT says, the checkpoint perks. On his phone. Just there on his phone. They were everywhere there. In Aberdeen, those fuckers are everywhere. They tell me it's worse than Sheffield, and I'm not joking. These fuckers are everywhere. Alright. We're gonna play or what? Yeah, since Aberdeen, they've started clicking the fingers, like both of the fingers at the same time. It's just me just recording on the train. It is ridiculous. Outrageous. It is just beyond words. Alright. Now this is me in Sheffield just talking about some shit they did. If it cuts out, which I think it did, I will talk about what they did.
There's some birds really pushing boat out today. Just got back from Aberdeen. As soon as I get to York, they were telling me all the way with one hand to the other side, Chelsea. As soon as I get to York, the train's delayed.
Train's delayed, right?
I guess I wanted to get. Oh no, also when I was in Edinburgh, guess what happened again? Announcement. The train's delayed because...
sorry, the train has been delayed due to hitting someone.
There was a person who's been hit on the tracks, something like that. That happened when I was coming as well, so... Maybe trying to...
What are the chances of it happening again?
Some message or something, anyway, As soon as I get to Boston, so that's strange trains. There's a load of police and rifles, yeah?
Target me with the police.
They're just staring in my direction,
Police with guns, heavily armed, like police with G36 rifles and Glocks.
Well, as soon as I get on the train, they're all gone, so...
Yeah, I just sat down around the corner. I didn't want to film because I didn't want to create a scene and have them come over saying, why are you filming, are you a terrorist or some shit like that. So I just sat down and then, basically when I got the train, they'd gone, they'd gone.
As a way to intimidate other guys as well, putting hands on the waist,
Yeah, people on the train dressed up like special agents, the best way I can describe it, in suits and sunglasses and shit, dressed up like they're from a fucking James Bond film or Agent Smith out of them. They were dressed up like Agent Smith out of the Matrix. In suits and stuff like that, where they reaching, they were putting their hands at the waist and stuff to try and intimidate me. You're intimidating me. I got footage of him as well.
Basically, this guy comes up to me. He's like, do you have any cash?
Using the homeless people.
He's like, do you have any cash? I'm like, no, truthfully, I didn't have any money. All I've got is for the bus. Then I go up, and the guy follows me all.
Before I forget, and the police, they did that hand behind the back hand signal, that they keep doing. Giving them a message to be arrested.
Want to shake my hand as well, so it's something they do as well. They want to shake my hand. This guy's coming all the way in.
Coming up the street where I'm going up, just asking people, do you have any spare change? But it's to target me because he's following me up there. It's just...
Goes back down, and there's another guy comes up, asks me for money.
A guy in a red shirt.
Another guy comes, he does a hand signal, he puts his hand out and then makes it flat. New hand signal.
Put his palm out and then made it flat.
I've been doing a lot of hand signals today. That's been the main thing.
Yeah, they had a Deliveroo motorbike in front of my bus.
Yeah, when I was in Doncaster, before I forget, they had a song playing.
Yeah, just after the police did that hand signal. So, female, I'll try and find the song, but it's like a trance or electronic song with a female vocalist. It's also a song I like, so, trying to send us a good message with a song. I don't like it because of the lyrics, but I like it because of the sound of it and everything.
I mean, songs that I've listened to in the past, and that happens to be one, and a different mix of the same song, So, on top of that, if that wasn't enough, they're doing a homosexual theme, having guys scantily dressed, a guy in Newcastle in a dress, some guys staring and smiling, and these other guys in homosexual clothes and shit. It's crazy. The length they go to,
but wait till you see the flavour I've got on this camera. Wait till you see these motherfuckers. Tell me.
It has to be exposed. Possibly.
For this one.
No message that I'll be arrested. And that's it as well. The police
Just
Doncaster, they did that same hand signal, the one where they put their hands behind the back. They did that same hand signal. So, yeah, I'm trying to fly. They're trying to what they're doing. They're going to lock me up. They keep looking at the watches as well.
looking at the watches.
That's usually the same last time's working out. So.
Yeah. Looking at the watches and another, I think the other thing they've been doing. Well, yeah, and that. So subliminal threats, basically. So I'll end. Actually, I don't want to close VLC. I'll end this. Now we'll get on to the real good stuff, which is the high quality stuff. I'll show you what they were doing on the train, and also what they did in Aberdeen, because they did some stuff in Aberdeen as well, which I will show you. I just need to find the right. I've got a few images of these fools too. Let me just find the right videos.
Idiots coming.
This is from yesterday. I'm gonna go slow. You know, they fuck with this computer and it does this. And it should open straight away, but it doesn't. So that was genuinely clearing my throat. I'm not trying to target anyone there. Sorry about that. I shouldn't have done that, because I know that's something they've been doing to me the whole journey. And I get that error a lot. So that's another one from tomorrow. I mean yesterday.
So we got Joe.
That's from yesterday. I want to show you the ambulance they sent me as well. They sent an ambulance outside the youth hostel.
Okay, so
I'll start off from this video. So just as I was making my last video, you'll probably hear it in the sirens. This is what they sent. Alright.
okay, so just zooming.
Just get it. Now here.
Okay, so
They had it parked up just behind this tree, or like an old person's home. You can just see the outline of it. Very hard to see, because I guess they knew it'd be hidden from my view because of the trees. I'll just stand up and you'll be able to see the checkers of it. Just see the yellow and green checkers of it.
They pulled in behind that tree as an ambulance. That's the one you would have heard on my video.
No, they just pull that in.
You can just make out the checkers. There you go. Can you see the
Yeah, you can really see it now. You can tell it's an ambulance now. You see the back of it there and there.
You know, they just sent that as I was making my video. I guess to target me, because they've been bringing them up here a couple of times.
They sent 2 in the morning.
So yeah, so I'm just gonna have tea now. So yeah.
That was yesterday evening. Alright. So next, if we get there. So this is from that, you know, that guy that you couldn't really see. This is him. Better quality, so you can see him. There he goes. Does a hand signal. The fool just stood there staring at his phone. Let's see, you know, I'll show you again. And you can see the hand signal. See him covering his mouth. Special Agent Nonce. And he's got one hand in his pocket as well. So yeah, that was what greeted me this morning in Aberdeen. Well, one of the things. Alright, next video. Shit, I closed VLC. Didn't mean to do that. It takes longer, you see, when you close it. And he left, right? He left, but then he came back. There he goes. When I started filming, he had left.
So there he goes.
He goes. I don't want to be on camera.
It's fucking idiots, man.
Right, next video. That was 1346, I think. What was it? Okay, so let me just check that. I think that was 1346. They send the police, you know, later on, just on the street.
Yeah,
that's him. Alright. This file's missing, but that is the right order. There wasn't any videos after that. Okay, so I was just relaxing. When it loads, you'll see, and they sent the police. There we go, you know. And they were constantly doing that in Aberdeen. Now, not only that, outside, this is something they do a lot as well. Have these strategically placed. So outside of the railway station, we had this. We have an ambulance just parked there with no one in it. You know, right here. No one in it. You know, no one in the ambulance. So I'll show you that again so you can see it. Clearly see Jury Square, which is a shopping centre near the train station in Aberdeen. So they had just this. They just had this parked here. You know? I'm just seeing where it is. James Holloway's filmed that place a few times. Right, so just after that, they had a police officer. I wasn't able to film it because it happened too quick. But they had a police officer walk in front of me, cough, you know. So again, targeting me with the police. And he just left.
Leaving Aberdeen, the station.
This is me talking about it.
Targeting me with the police, you know. I go to the shopping centre to get some food. Well, a present for my mum, some shorts there. And then the police walk right. Well, the police was walking right for me, you know, just a perp coffee, you know what I mean? So, trying to intimidate me with the police.
And that was the theme, yeah. So you know it was Aberdeen. You
enjoyed it here. Interesting experience. Just trying to spoil it. They haven't. I've just gone through the turnstile with the tickets, because they were targeting me.
Targeting me all on the journey on that train. They were slamming doors, making noise, all that kind of stuff. Slamming the toilet door really hard. And last night in the youth hostel they were doing that. Slamming doors really hard, making noise. The youth hostel, the first 2 nights have been quiet, and it's like the 3rd night they brought the perps in and they made a hell of a lot of noise. Yeah, about 6 hours journey, something like that. Sheffield to Aberdeen, which is a long way. It must be about 400, 300 miles.
10:50,
something like that. Anyway.
So I'll do it.
Right, next video. These will be the perps on the train now, I think. Speaks for itself, you know what I mean? This is the shit they did. That forced cough, this chump here, he's one of them. This was on the train to Edinburgh. Look at this fool here. He's the perp. These both were perps, I think. He was doing the forced cough. I had my headphones on, so there was a perp here as well. He took my picture. This guy here, he tried to take my picture through the seat with a phone. And there's another perp next to him. This was, yeah. Okay, 64, which is the next. I think. So this is what they have. These are the perps. This guy here, you know. Let me check those the right order. These are some of the perps they had. And then that's what they were doing the whole journey. That freak. Yeah, so this is next one is on the train from Edinburgh to Doncaster, because I had to get off at Doncaster. Right, so that guy was look at them both looking at the phones. He's looking at his phone. He's looking at his phone, the gang stalkers. No, he knows he's being filmed. Well, he's aware now. And shortly after this, he left. That guy on the left, he left. You can see that acknowledgement. And I was even pointing it in his direction, but he's like looking up at the sky like he's filming, you know. So after that, they were changing them every station. Like they get on, do the same shit, get off, then a new load of perps would get on. So this time, that's the guy who was sat down here, staring at his phone. You know, phone targeting. His fancy little clothes, and his ponytail, and his hair in a bun. Clouds. You fucking clouds. Oh, I forgot. This guy here, this freak of nature, in the bright coloured clothes, he looked at his watch twice and looked in my direction. So that's why I filmed it. I was trying to get him. That's the same guy who was, you know, on the phone. There's another guy here who's a perp who was looking at his phone. So I tried to get there. Alright, next video. So these guys, I'm glad I caught them doing this. All got a phone out. Look at this. That was the guy who was behind that guy. You know, look at this. It's a phone fest. They all had, I know it's blurred, but you can see it. I was pretending to take pictures of outside. But look at this shit. All got the phones. I know it's blurry, but he's looking at his phone. He's looking at his phone. He's looking at his phone. All looking at the phones. Look, you see him looking at his phone? Is this what these motherfuckers do? So, you know what I mean? Look at them. Look at them all looking at the phone. Alright? Undeniable weirdness that you experience as a TI. And the guy here too. 4 guys looking at the phone at once. Okay? 4 guys. Now tell me if this is normal. 4 guys looking at the phone at once. Look, he's looking at his phone, he's looking at his phone, he's looking at his phone. That guy there with a ponytail or bun, he's looking at his phone. So 4 guys looking at the phone. Look, all looking at the phones. And this is a classic technique that they do to target you. Alright? These clowns, man. Alright. Next video. Okay. Special Agent Nons. This Special Agent Nons. Like I said, you know, they're dressing up like James Bond and shit like that. You know, he's got his fucking shades and his headphones. He's got his little James Bond suit, you know. Like the Matrix. It's the same person the whole time. Just wants to just to give you an idea of what they were doing on the bus. This is what they were doing. He thinks he's Daniel Craig or something, you know. And you'll see another example of this technique. So this is the final load they sent. Okay. They had them dressed up like special agents. So here, he's dressed like a. It reminded me of how you'd imagine an MI5 agent or leader to US. Again, phone targeting. Look at these. He's on his phone. He's on his phone. He's on his phone. You know, phone targeting. Just get this guy. He's in like a trench coat or something like that. He's in like a suit, you know, special agent nonce. I think the James Bond, you know. I think the James Bond. They were doing these guys as well. They were like putting their hands on the waist and shit like that, like they were gonna do something, trying to intimidate and stuff. But yeah, staring at the phones, phone targeting. 3 of them this time, all looking at the phones. This is what they were doing. So I hope that gives you an idea of the shit I had to deal with on the way back. Yeah, this is ridiculous. You know, the 4 guys. No one can say that's normal behaviour. Like 4 guys just staring at the phones, staring at the phones. No. So that's just me showing the window. I've got more flavour too. You know, I've got more flavour from Aberdeen to show you. You know? I've got more. There's more of these motherfuckers, I'm telling you. You wait, they were fucking trying to film me with a long range camera and a fucking binoculars, I'm telling you. I've got video footage of it. Right. So I'm just gonna stop this recording. I will be uploading it.